What we teach here with Social Media Blueprints is how to do this business ethically, how to do this business in a way that sellers want to come to you.
Stop investing in real estate the hard way and start doing real estate investing the smart way.
And got a wire for 45 grand to my bank account in 78 days. This one simple step that I'm about to show you will absolutely blow your mind.
Shout out and say thank you for your social media blueprints training.
It's been awesome. Like, I've had a great experience with social media blueprints.
Everyone here is just here as friends, and we're here to help each other, and we're here to help each other grow.
You didn't just give up on me, you stay right there with me, and I appreciate it so much.
Welcome. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Saturday. It's Saturday night right now. We're going to do a quick kickoff for the challenge that we've got on Monday. I first want to say this. Those of you that had the prayers that went out to Colombia for all of the chaos that's happening in Colombia right now, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. My news feed got completely blown up by all of the love and the support that you had. I so appreciate that. I'm not one to usually reach out and ask for things for personal, but I got in-laws and friends and whatnot that are stuck in a really bad situation right now. I so appreciate the fact that you go out of your way for me like that. So what I want to do now, though, is I want to transition to next week. On Monday, we are unlocking the next challenge, the challenge for real estate investors to get your butt moving, get your business taken off, get it to the spot that you want to get to for 2021. It is unbelievable what's happening right now. Like, the pipeline that we've developed, it's insane, okay? I want to show you a little bit behind the scenes on how this is going to work. We literally, on the last 5-day challenge that we did about, 3-4 weeks ago, we got a house and we were able to turn it. We were able to find a buyer in a brand new market, brand new. And the same thing is going to happen on this challenge. So I don't care what city you're in. I don't care what marketing techniques you've tried before that got stuck and just hasn't worked quite the way that you want to. Or if your business is already off the ground, but you haven't been able to scale consistently, this challenge is going to get you in that spot. Let me show you why and how, okay? Now, this right here, this is a HUD, 2 different HUDs. Well, they used to call them HUDs. Now they're called settlement statements from a woman named Cynthia that I'm going to show you, okay? Cynthia came into my world getting foreclosed on by her lender, okay? Cynthia was not protected by any of the moratoriums or foreclosure freezes or anything like that. None of that, because it was a private mortgage. The private mortgage was from her sister. Her sister was foreclosing on her. Big sister, I call her evil sister. Evil sister didn't like little sister anymore and was really going after her. And guess what? Cynthia reached out to me and asked for help because of the ads that we run. The business in which we run, we'll show you how this works over this 5-day challenge. But it brought her to us. She came to us 18 days before the final day, like final notices, everything, before she'd lose all of her equity. And she said, Nate, I realize that I'm probably going to lose everything, but I just really would appreciate if you guys can take a look and see if you can help. We dove into this. We figured out the situation. We were able to come up with a solution. And on this settlement statement right here, it's really hard to read. But on closing day, we said, Cynthia, go to closing. Go to closing. Just go. She's like, what do you mean, go? And I said, go. And there was a big gift for her. It's a big, she got a much larger profit than anybody on this property because we wanted to save her. We wanted to do what was right for her. And guess what? To this day now, I'm texting with Cynthia. This is a little bit closer up. And then we went back and we surprised her again and we gave her and her kids another gift. And it was really cool. I'll get to all that stuff a little bit later. But the power of this business right here, right now, in the economy that we're in right now, people need our help. They absolutely need our help. But us as real estate investors, most of us have been ignoring how to actually connect directly with them. We've been trying these old ways, realtors, bandit signs, cold calling. Oh my goodness, cold calling. And we're getting stuck. But there's a new way that we're using right now to connect directly with sellers that's working really, really well, where we can actually serve them. And serving, this is Cynthia. This is when my son walked out with this giant check that she wasn't expecting. This was in addition to all the money she got at closing. But when my son walked out with this giant check, this was her reaction. She had a tear in her eye, and it was a really, really cool thing. But I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to talk about you and help you with your real estate investing business. This is our kickoff call. This is to get ready. I got a couple small homework things that I want you to do to really be ready for this thing. So bear with me for a minute here, okay? I've been blessed to do this business for a while. Those of you that I haven't had a chance to meet yet, nice to virtually meet you. I've been doing this stuff for a while. I've had some really good mentors like this guy right here. This is Ron LeGrand, awesome, awesome mentor of mine in real estate. And I got the blessing and privilege to also start to run some marketing for him and help him get online with his house buying business. Another good mentor, Lou Brown right here. Lou Brown, awesome real estate investor. And he's become a friend over the years. And now I've been able to also help him and a lot of his students. He's got 300 licensed students across the country that use his exact system. And I've been able to help a lot of them get sellers coming to them directly, bypassing real estate agents, bypassing all the heavy lifting of direct mail and signs and all that kind of stuff. I've been able to help him and a lot of his members across the country. And of course, the best in the business is one of my great mentors, Frank. Frank helped me a ton to get this business off the ground. But if you know Frank, like if you have never worked with him, you got to work with this guy at some point. But this guy helped me become really good at what we're talking about during this challenge, marketing directly to sellers. Let's get the sellers coming to us. The next 5 days is about your business, okay? You're not here for a few good ideas. You're here for shifts. That's the only way that you're going to get this business to the spot that you probably want to get to. Everyone's so gung-ho in January to have these New Year's resolutions and write out goals, but when you get about mid-year, about this time during the year, people start to slip. They start to fall backwards. And therefore, they never actually hit the goal that they intended to hit. But we're going to change that. We're going to bounce back into the right spot, okay? I have to start today on Saturday because I was so darn excited about this because I want you to propel forward. I want you to be ready come Monday morning for this, okay? We're going to focus on one thing this week. One thing. How to create a real estate business that brings consistent deals. I got a caveat to that while you're helping people. Consistent deals while you're helping with people. That's the focus. I'm not here to teach you a whole bunch of knowledge and then that you're just going to forget a week later. I'm not going to overwhelm you with 50 million things so then you forget them all. We're focusing on one, okay? I am going to challenge you to take action, however. That's part of my role, part of my job during this week. This is a challenge, okay? So I'm going to challenge you to take action, okay? For those of you that I didn't get a chance to like actually formally meet, my name is Nate Armstrong. After getting my butt kicked majorly in real estate, I got my butt kicked. God gave me a chance to start over, and I got to start a pretty cool company called Home Invest. And that Home Invest company, it literally changed some of the way that real estate investing is done for some people in the United States. In a few short years, we were able to become the 342nd fastest growing company in the country. And the next 5 days, though, it's not about me. I only share that so that you know that there's not some crazy guy trying to teach you stuff. No, I'm teaching from a wisdom perspective. I'm going to show you what we're doing right now to make this business work for us and for other investors. But be here to learn, okay? Be here to make authentic connections with people. As you see posts or videos from other people, especially in the group, if you're watching the stream somewhere else, I'm going to show you how to get back to the group. The group is where all the action's happening, okay? Those posts and videos that come in the group, comment on their stuff. These are fellow real estate investors building their business too, just like you. Comment on their stuff. I have some students that I've been working with now for over a year that are also in this challenge, okay? What will your real estate business, what will your business be known for? I want to pose that to you. What are your values? Do you know them yet? Here's my values. I want you to know this. This is straight up posted in front of you because it's important to me that you understand this before we even jump in. I've got the 7 F's. Number 1, it's faith in God. That's number 1 in life. Next is family. Next are friends. Okay, it goes in that order too. Notice that work is not at the top. Faith in God is number 1 for me. Then family, then friends, then fun, then fitness, then good fuel or food, and then fulfillment. Work does not come at the top of that list. Work comes after my values are met, okay? And I don't know what it is for you, but I want you to know that too this week. We're going to help discover this because it's important for your real estate investing business. I'm going to challenge you to find a niche seller that you can serve better than anybody else. And in order for you to do that, you've got to understand what you're about or what you want to be about if you don't know what that is yet, okay? We're going to have a good time. I'm going to crack some jokes. We're also going to be talking about money, okay? During this time, I'm going to ask that there's no pitching, there's no dropping of links or DMing people. People are here to learn, okay? So if you're like trying to like drop links or DM people privately and like take them out of the group and whatnot, it really just makes you look silly. So don't do that. And if someone tries to solicit you or pull you out or DM you like that, then just report them. We've got the Den Mom Melissa. It's literally, her email is melissa@socialmediablueprint.com. She watches over everybody like a mom. She is a mom. And oftentimes on the team, we call her Mama Bear because she is like that. She protects this team. She protects the family. She protects her students. So she watches this group very, very carefully. Okay. So I want this to be an environment where people can learn, not where they feel like they have to get sold to. Okay. And if you have questions as we go, don't feel the need to clog the news feed of the group with those questions. You can actually send those to Melissa at Social Media Blueprint as well, and she'll help you take care of those. Okay. Now, we do have some fun prizes for this week too. Okay. We have prizes that are literally worth more than $15,000. Like, people have actually paid more than $15,000 for some of these different prizes. And I want to introduce them to you. In order for you to get them or be eligible to receive them, we do usually one, sometimes two per day during this challenge. But in order for you to be eligible, a couple things you have to do. Number one, you got to text in. This is the text. We use it to send reminders on when we're going live for the challenge. But you got to text in. You text the word flip to 941-265-8700. Okay. So you text the word flip. Okay. The second thing is you join the actual Facebook group that we're holding this in. Okay. Well, Nate, how do I get there? How on earth do I know where that is? Here's where it is. It's literally 5dayflipformula.com. The number 5dayflipformula.com. Come there, get registered. Okay. That's when you can get into the private Facebook group. That's where all the action is. That's where we're posting assignments, worksheets, things like that. That's where you want to go for that. Okay. Now, the other thing is, once you get into that group, you want to introduce yourself. Go live. Let people know what you're here for. What are you fighting for? I'll give the actual assignment here at the very end, but you're going to go in there and you're going to do one live. We're following those. I literally watch every single one of them. Sometimes I can't get to them all on the first night, but I watch every one of them. I want to know who we've got on this challenge, whose lives we're going to help propel forward, whose businesses we're going to help push forward. Okay, so we're going to go through those. I'll be going through those. The prizes that we're giving away are as follows. Number one, we're giving away one of our master classes that our private client group members, the folks that are in our elite program, literally pay $18,000 for. We're giving away one of the master classes. Okay, it's called Buyers on Demand. If you've ever been worried about buyers, after going through this training, you no longer will have a fear of buyers. Literally, it's that good. It's fantastic. Okay, we're giving away that. We're also giving away another master class called the Zillow Breadcrumb Training. The Zillow Breadcrumb Training. Right now, Zillow is buying houses like crazy in a lot of markets, but there's some houses that they go on site and they're like, you know what? We're not going to buy this one. As an example, the gentleman that trained this section for us, he literally went out to a house that the seller, Zillow has a rule that they'll only buy up to 1 acre. The seller of this property had 11 acres. It was beautiful, beautiful land. And so the Zillow said, sorry, we can't buy your property. We can only buy up to 1 acre. It's the rules. And so this seller was just kind of left hanging. And so the gentleman that taught this section for us, he went and bought that property and made a monster profit off it while helping the seller, all because Zillow left that one behind. So that's the breadcrumb. So that master class is available. We're also sending out the SMB Field Kit. If you haven't seen this, it's incredible. Literally, this is one of the prizes. The Field Kit, it includes So I have it on a clipboard and on a water bottle. This is the offer checklist. Literally, when I'm on site with a seller, the way that we do things is drastically different than everybody else that goes out and just throws these offers out and hopes for the best. No, 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 no. We have a checklist, a systematic approach that you have to go through with every single seller. So when I'm with the seller, I say, hey, Mr. Mrs. Seller, do you mind if I go through each step on my checklist to make sure that we don't miss anything? Okay, great. And we go through it. This is one of the prizes. This thing alone is so valuable, but that's one of the prizes, okay? Another big prize for us is the Private Money Masterclass we're giving away this week. If you've ever wanted to raise capital or have money coming from other people to fund your deals, this masterclass is fantastic for that. It's 4 hours of pure wisdom on how to get that money from deals, actual deals that have happened through private money. It's case study based, okay? And then the last part of the prize is this. We've got a training. There's so many people that they cold call these leads over and over again, and they don't know how to talk to sellers. It's unfortunate, but a lot of people think that the way of old business, which is you throw a lowball offer out to people, which is like a punch in the gut. We don't do that, by the way, but they think that that will work. And they just keep making these offers over and over again. And they just burn their lists. They burn these sellers out and they don't convert deals. We take that same list and we churn what they call garbage into gold. Their garbage becomes our gold. And there's a training on how to do that. It has to do with not punching people in the gut with lowball offers, but instead talking to them like a fellow human being, building rapport with them, going on site to see the property, making something happen through an actual human relationship, probably the way that you would want to be treated if you were selling your property. Okay, so these prizes are insane. We're giving them away this week, usually 1, sometimes 2 per challenge day. You got to be registered. You got to text in. You got to go to the website. You got to register, and you got to be present to win. Those are the rules. Cool. And you got to play full out. You got to do the homework. Got to play full out with us. Okay. Next thing, we have a VIP that's open, backstage passes to this whole 5-day challenge. If you've ever gone through a challenge with us before, you know what VIP is all about. VIP is insane. After the general session, we move immediately into VIP, where we're actually doing like face-to-face Zoom call, where we're going through. I'm bringing on some of the top real estate investors in the country during the VIP so that you can learn from them. And then additionally, this is huge. We are going to choose one market from one of our VIPs, a brand new market for me. That's the rules. It's got to be brand new for me. And we're going to go through and we're going to flip a property in your market. And then after we're done, we're going to hand over all of the pre-work that we did. So how we found the deal. Here's the groups. Here's the lists. Here's how we put the deal together. And we're going to hand that over to the VIPs. Okay. So it's insanely valuable to be on that. I'd highly recommend that if that is an option for you, that you come. I am so certain that VIP will rock your socks off, that if for any reason you don't like it, if you don't think it was up to par, just let us know. We'll give you, I think it's $47. We'll give you your $47 back, and then we'll open up that spot for somebody else to come in. So literally, like, there is zero risk about it. That is the most value you could possibly get during this entire challenge. Okay. You also get all the replays of every single challenge session. All the replays will be there for you. Okay. You also get my ad templates, how I run ads. It's called the Quick Launch Playbook. You get my REI calculator, which is insane. Like, this is a calculator that we've used now on more than 1,000 properties that we purchased and sold. 1,000. We've run the numbers over and over again. We perfected this calculator. We figured it out, like what makes actual deals make sense in a quick input fashion. That calculator is part of this. So it's pretty insane, but I highly recommend that if you're going to be here and you're going to play full out, you might as well be in VIP because it's risk-free on us. Okay, cool. Now, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? It's really simple. I'm going to be forthright right from the beginning. I want your properties. I want your properties. Okay. I have a simple and proven path to help people win in this whole game of real estate investing. Some people might call it wholesaling. Some people might call it fix and flipping. Some people might call it buying rentals, hoteling. There's a lot of different faucets that we can cover. We cover all of them here, but I want your properties. Now, it doesn't mean you have to give me all your properties or anything like that. This is just the start of the journey. I know that if I can plant a seed in you to help you move your business forward, then maybe there's a chance down the road we can do something together. Maybe. In fact, the majority of the properties that I get today, they come from someone that I taught this business to. That's right. That's right. Almost all the properties I get in right now, I taught this business to that person and they bring properties into me. And every single month we are closing consistent deals. Consistent. You're actually going to see our pipeline a couple times during this whole thing. Okay. Now, I could overwhelm you with truth and real examples tonight, but I'm not going to. I'm going to space it over these 5 days so that we can actually make an impact in your business. I want to help 1,000 people this year in 2021 who are kingdom-driven real estate investors. That's my goal for this year, okay? I want to help because I know that we can help solve some of the bigger problems that are out there too. Like when we can change your situation and get your business producing consistent opportunity, which means consistent money for you, your business, and therefore your family, then I know what can happen. I know what happens in life, and I know what happens with you and potentially you and I. Okay. I promise you, I will not waste your time. Not at all. I will not clutter you with 54 different things that you got to go out and do because you'll forget them all. No way. We're going to keep this simple yet profound. In the chat, by the way, when we do go through this 5 days together, this is not like some passive webinar. This is a challenge. I'm going to help you get results while we're working together. The only way that we can do that is if we're interacting back and forth. So I'm going to ask you to type in the chat. You'll remember so much more of this 2, 3, 4 weeks from now versus just forgetting it all. I want you to type simple yet profound. This is test number 1. Let's make sure that it works. It's 2 ways. Simple yet profound. Simple yet profound. I'm not going to BS you. I'm going to tell you exactly how we win in this game. I'm literally going to bring on some of my team members that are doing deals right now. And I'm going to open book. I'm just going to say, tell them, show them, especially with the VIPs. The VIPs, you're getting my best team members. They're coming on and they're literally just going to show you what they're doing right now to get deals. As an example, during the last challenge, this is insane. Look at this. We signed this purchase agreement right here on 5/1. 5/1. This is to buy it. This is buying the property. And then look over here. We signed, oh, sorry. Okay, this should have been the first one. We signed the first side of it, the buy side, on 4/29. And then the sell side, which means we literally got a property under contract and then turn around and sold it to a buyer. We did this in a matter of a few days. Okay. A lot of people will tell me, well, Nate, that's not possible. Yes, it is possible. It is. It doesn't mean it's going to physically close that fast because we have to let the title company do their job. If the title company could like make it happen in a day, then this would have already closed. Our buyer's ready to go. He's using cash. Our seller wants to cash out. So you can make stuff happen fast, but we literally signed a contract 4/29 and then signed a contract with our buyer, flipped it around on 5/1, just like that. Okay. So this is totally possible. Okay. Why? I've told you now why I'm here. Why are you here? I want to know. Why are you here? Let me know in the chat. Why are you here? What do you want to get out of this? What are you hoping to achieve? When we get done with the 5-day challenge and we walk out, what do you want? Like what would you be hopeful for? Why are you here? I know that the success, the income, and the impact that you want, it's reserved for people that finish. So I want to know why in the comments. Why are you going to finish? Why are you going to win in 2021? Why are you going to win this year? I'm fighting for you right now. I'm fighting for you during this challenge. But what are you fighting for? Is it your kids? I got 2 little ones. They're just in the other room right now. After I'm done here, we're going to go do movie night. We're doing movie night, Saturday night, right? Why are you doing this? Is it for your home, for a better home? I've made promises to you, but what are you promising to do? Don't treat this as some like dabbler type thing. Go all in with me this week. Go all in, 5 days, all in. Watch what happens to your business. Watch what happens to your life. When your business starts producing what you actually wanted it to do all along, it's amazing what happens in your home front. It is amazing. Like if I could just show you what life can be like, if I could pull you through the camera right now and say, hey, come look at this. This is what comes on the backside of honest effort, helping people, making money in the middle by serving people. If I could just show you that, it'd be a lot easier, but I'm going to have to do it visually like this through the camera for the next few days. Okay. I want to be successful. I want to change my life and save my health. Overcoming cancer. That's deep. Thank you for sharing that. I need this. I need this. Yes. Okay. So go all in. Now, let me explain one thing. We have this tribe, this family that we call the Home Invest tribe. It's very sacred to us. For myself, my wife, we went through a really tough spot. I'm going to share about this more on Monday, but I literally had to go through one of the worst financial things in life to get where I'm at right now, to learn what I needed to learn. And what pulled me through this was the development of this company called Home Invest. And this Home Invest company, like when things started to take off and life started to look up, it was incredible. And the community that formed around us because of Home Invest is really like when you got your bros, your family, whatever you want to call them, to actually like be there with a hand to pull you when you need it. That's when things in life just start to feel good. And that right here is called the Home Invest tribe. We call it the HIT. Be a hit. We'll talk about that a lot this week. Why be a hit? Okay. It's called the Home Invest tribe. So if you hear that thrown out, that's what it is. Okay. I believe that this HIT path, this Home Invest tribe path, like flipping houses, the Home Invest tribe way, the HIT way, for some of you might be your only shot at doing this business. That's right. There's more and more people every single day trying to figure this out. Did you know that right now there are more realtors in this country than houses listed for sale? There's more realtors than houses listed for sale. There's people trying to figure this stuff out. They're trying to go to the seller. When you and we can serve that seller direct without commissions in the middle. We can serve that seller a lot by being the investor that steps in for certain people. It's not going to be everyone, but there's certain people that they need help in certain timelines. Their house might need work. It's not financeable. They can't list it to finance buyers. Okay. There's only one way in my book, and it's the HIT way. It's flipping houses the HIT way. It's the only path that I know to success, to income and impact really quick. It's the only way that I know. And more importantly, it's the only way that I would ever teach because it's what I do. It's what I live. There's no way that I could teach you some other method that I don't know. I'm going to show you what I'm doing right now. What took my family from financial havoc to where we're at right now is the way that I'm going to show you over the next 5 days. There's more opportunity right now in real estate investing than I've ever seen in my life. It is a really, really hot market for it right now. So why are so many people failing then? Why are they struggling? What I think is it's lack of knowledge. We have a path here that can help people overcome the knowledge gap. We have a path here that can help people grow their confidence. We have a path here to help you understand where you fit in the world right now. What kind of seller are you supposed to work with? Are you supposed to work with probate sellers, pre-foreclosures, foreclosures? Are you supposed to run around and dance and cater to all of them? No, by the way, you don't want to do that. You want to cater to one. You want to be a niche provider. We'll get into all the reasons for that. But you want to be really, really good. You want to be the best in your area. at your thing, whatever that is. We're going to help you figure that out. Okay. I know this to be true. There is an inner game and an outer game that has to happen this week. Okay. If you're just here for like some quick marketing tip, it's not enough. It's not at all. If you think about it like this, if you're a bad golfer and someone gives you new clubs, would that make you a good golfer? If Tiger Woods walked up to you with his clubs and said, hey, I know you're a bad golfer, so I'm going to give you my clubs. Here you go. Would that make you a good golfer? What do you say? No. That's right. The chat's going crazy with this. No, absolutely not. Okay. I'm here to also help you with the inside because I know it's the thing that holds most people back. I've got a student that's in my highest level program right now. Great, great woman. She's a professional, done investing for a while, got caught up on a personal thing, some challenges between work, family, have her mind just really clouded, wasn't producing deals. I looked her square in the eye and said, you got to get rid of that thing. It was actually one single family house that tied the whole family together, and it tied kind of a messy situation together. And I said, you got to get rid of that specific house. That's the tie that's holding everyone together. Just get rid of it. Let it go. But Nate, I got this in it. But Nate, I got that. Let's make it a good financial outcome for you, but let it go. Cut the tie. She went ahead and did that. She cut those ties, those mental ties. And guess what happened? She immediately put another deal under contract. And it sounds like she has another really big one coming through. Completely did it. So I know that this inner game is a real game. Okay. So we're going to help fix that. And I know also where some people might be on the inside right now. Like for me and my wife, we were buried with debt, buried with it. We had a development project that went south on us. That was what caused havoc on us. Really big development project, went the wrong way and completely took us to our knees. I know what it's like to have to ask a spouse to go clean houses to help pay for bills. It's not an easy conversation. Not at all. And so you may remember this guy from the Bible. This is David and Goliath. Very famous story. Probably know it, but I want to give you a couple of details, okay? David, youngest boy in the family, is sent by his father to the battlefield to give his older brothers, who are soldiers, sandwiches, okay? He wasn't there. David didn't go there to fight a battle. His dad sent him there to go feed his older brothers, make sure they were taken care of. David gets there and he sees this giant on the battlefield taunting everybody, saying, hey, send your toughest soldier. We'll just fight one-on-one. Whoever wins is the victor of the entire battle. Okay, we don't have to have this massive army fight. We'll just fight one man against one man. Well, nobody wanted to step on the battlefield because the man was Goliath, this 9-foot tall monster, essentially. Well, David hears all this and says, well, what the heck? Why won't anybody fight him? What's going on? And then somebody clues him in and says, hey, you know, the king said that whoever fights that beast and beats him, they won't have to pay taxes, their entire family, for the rest of their lives. And he'll let the king marry the king's daughter. And David hears that and he's like, I can beat this guy. I can beat this guy. And so somebody brings him to the king, and King Saul looks at him and says, David, you're like a little boy. You're like a shepherd. And there's no way. And David said, no, you don't know me, King Saul. You don't know that while I was out on the shepherd's field taking care of those sheep, you don't know that I killed a lion. You don't know that I killed a bear with my hands and my slingshot. You don't know, but I did that. And the king is like, okay, well, all right, at least you're going to go out there. You need to wear my armor and my sword. Put on my helmet, put on my armor, take my sword. David puts it on, and David's a smaller guy at this time, and he puts on all this stuff and he can't move. He's like, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. Instead, David says, I'm going to go out there and do it my way, the way that I know how this will work, okay? With my slingshot and some stones. He goes and finds 5 stones from the river, 5 stones, and says, no, I'm going on the battlefield like this, okay? The life that I'm living right now, by the way, I would have never dreamt this was possible. I'm 38 years old right now. At 38, I would have never dreamt this is possible. And I'm thinking about David, who's walking up to this beast. Like, what was he thinking at that moment? I do know this. I don't know exactly what he was thinking, but I do know this. On the backside of this challenge, everything for your life could be different. Kind of like David saying, no taxes, marry the king's daughter, beat this guy for God, beat this guy for glory. Who knows all the thoughts that were going through this young man's life at this time? But he takes these 5 stones, he walks onto the battlefield and says, you know what, giant, I'm going to kill you with one of my stones. I'm not being literal word for word, but it's essentially what he says back to him. Goliath is taunting him, saying, you send a boy. He says, I'm going to kill you with my stone. Now, a lot of real estate investors, they struggle in this business. And I'll tell you why, okay? A lot of them try to go onto the battlefield with King Saul's armor, with King Saul's heavy sword, this giant helmet that weighs too much and doesn't let you move. A lot of real estate investors go out because you hear about this flash in the pan, shiny object idea over here. This is over here and this over here. And then guess what? You get distracted trying on someone else's armor. When all along, it may have been your own slingshot that would have got the job done. I am here to help you find your slingshot. How much longer will you struggle in your real estate investing battle with the king's armor on? I see people do it over and over again, and they wonder why they can't break past $5,000 a month or past $10,000 a month. Are you wearing someone else's armor? Have you picked up your own slingshot? How much longer will you try to mimic someone else instead of just being you? I believe that this slingshot strategy, the one that's uniquely yours, this is what can take you to the next level. But we got to find your slingshot. But if you're not willing to go all in this week, then this isn't going to work. I don't care what the book says. I don't care at all. If you're not willing to go all in, it won't work. The next 5 days, I'm going to ask you to keep an open mind. Will you allow me to help you find your slingshot? Let me know in the chat. Over the next 5 days, I want you to have an open mind, but will you allow me to help you find your slingshot? The other folks out there, they may have given you a good gift with their armor because it worked for them. But if it's not working for you the same that it's for them, it's probably because it doesn't fit. It wasn't with bad intentions that my mom and dad told me that I shouldn't leave my corporate job where I have a 401k, medical, to go do this crazy real estate thing. It wasn't with bad intentions. They wanted me to wear a certain armor to protect me out of love. It wasn't bad. Wasn't bad intentions. But I had to go find my slingshot. My slingshot is what took me to the spot that I'm at today. I want to help reintroduce you to you. The real you, though. Sellers right now, they crave the real you. They want the real you more than anything else. They don't want the big corporate stuff. There's so many of these iBuying companies right now running ads nonstop. Sellers, especially if they're in a bit of a difficult situation, they want the real you. The one that's willing to be honest, vulnerable, and talk real with them, help them, serve them. That's why people right now are struggling. That's why. This week, we're going to help. We're going to help push through this, okay? So for those of you that joined a little bit late, remember to be eligible for all the prizes and to have all of the worksheets, the goodness, you got to register. 5dayflipformula.com, 5dayflipformula.com. Make sure once you're there, you text in the word flip to 941-265-8700 and you join the Facebook group. Okay. I'm also going to ask you to go live inside the group, real quick posts. Let me know what you're fighting for. What are you fighting for? Okay. If you got someone else that you're like, Nate, I really want to have my partner on this, or I really want to have a friend, or can I invite somebody else to this thing? Yeah, you can. It's free. Send them this link, 5-day flip formula /live plus. Okay. Bring them on in. Let them see this. Let them rock their real estate investing business. Okay. VIP. If you missed this VIP, this is so worth every single penny. I'm going to take one VIP and we're literally going to flip a house in your market. We're going to choose from one of our VIPs, brand new market for me. That's the rules. It's got to be brand new for me. I don't want a head start or anything like that. I want to choose while we're together that first Monday, and then we're going to flip a house. And then I'm going to give you all the work that we did. How'd we find the deal? How'd we find the buyer? Here it is. We'll lay it on the table for you. Okay. Just like we flipped one this last time, literally signed this contract on 4/29, this one right here, and then turn around and sold it on 5/1. I'll go through the addresses and everything with you when we get into VIP. I'm bringing on the best real estate investors in the country right now to show you what they're doing. We're going to have fireside chats with them on Zoom. You can talk with them, turn off your turn your camera, turn your mic, and you can actually talk with them back and forth. VIP is so worth it. It's $47. And if for any reason, if it's not your thing after you get in for a day or two, then just let us know. We will refund you happily so we can make room for somebody else. The first 50 VIP spots, by the way, they went like lightning. Gone. Okay. So that's they're open right now. Pre-event homework is this: go live inside the Facebook group. Go live inside the Facebook group and let me know what you're fighting for. I want you, by the way, on all your homework to tag me. Tag me on it because I want to see it. I'm going to watch as many as I can over the next 2 days before our Monday session. And then on Monday, I'll start watching through more of them. I want to know who's hanging on this. I want to know who's going to be with me on the backside of 5 days. I want to know who is going to make a difference in their real estate investing business this year. Okay. So tag me on that. And then do me this favor. Promise yourself that you come 7 days from now, you'll be here. 7 days from now. If nothing else, for your real estate business, for your family, give yourself 5 days. Invest 5 days. We're going about an hour a day. With VIP, it'll end up being like 2, maybe 2.5, depending on how many questions you have. It's a couple hours a day, couple hours to get your business back on track. Once you get your business on track, it usually helps on the family front tenfold. When you have an abundance there and when you're winning and you feel good, like I just wish I could convey that to you. I wish I could convey what it's like to live in that state, to work in that state, to live life on those terms. Promise yourself you will be here in 7 days. Promise yourself you will complete the challenge. And then let's hit this. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. You can jump on right away, 5dayflipformula.com. If you're watching this somewhere else outside of the group, make sure you come back and register at 5dayflipformula.com. Once you're there, go VIP. It's worth every single penny. If you're not happy, we'll happily refund you so we can make room for somebody else. And then that's it. That's it right now. So you go do that, jump in, and I will see you bright and early Monday. We're going at 12 EST, Eastern Time, Monday, 9 o'clock Pacific Time, which is 11 o'clock Central Time. So it's good balance right in the middle of the day. Just come on, ready to rock, because we're going to transform your business. Okay, peace out. Have a good weekend. God bless. Bye-bye.